Today's video is about what's holding you back. Now, when I think about life in general and how we all have these hopes and goals and dreams, I think two things really come to mind in regards to what could possibly be holding someone back from even having the courage to do the things that they need to do. There's two things. The first thing, these are not in any particular order, but the first thing is belief. So if you don't believe in yourself, you're not really going to go far. And it's not because you don't have the skills, not because you're not good enough to do these things, but it's because you don't believe. If you don't believe in yourself, it's just not going to happen. You really have to find deep inside what it is that's really going to push you forward. Why do you think that you could possibly do the things that you want to do? If you don't believe in yourself, listen to some audio, some CDs, read the Bible, do something. Talk to, find that encouragement. Find whatever it is that you need to believe in yourself. If you don't have that strong, diehard conviction, like, I'm going to go to the top, I'm going to do this with or without you, I can do this, regardless of what comes my way, I'm going to keep going. If you don't have that belief and conviction, you will stay right where you are. It will hold you to a standstill. Because if you don't believe in yourself, those skills that you have to grow your business, or those skills, those people skills that you have, whatever ability you have to do the things that you need, you're not going to do it because you don't believe you can. What you think you can do is what you can do. If you don't think you can do it, you're not going to do it. Whatever it is for you, it will not happen unless you die hard believe. If you don't have it, like I said, tough luck, because it's just not going to happen. There's actually another thing that came up when I was just thinking about this. So you have belief and conviction, and then you have unforgiveness. Now, I never thought that unforgiveness was any type of hindrance to me or for anyone else. I was just like, okay, you can't forgive people, whatever. Well, I think unforgiveness takes a root of bitterness inside, just a spirit of bitterness. You're bitter, you're angry, you may not live your life as bitter and angry, but because you have this unforgiveness, there's something inside of you that is just so torn, so broken, that you can't do the things that you need to do to be successful at whatever it is that you need to be successful with. So if you can find it in yourself to forgive whoever has wronged you, Bible says, forgive those who have wronged you, or you're not going to be forgiven yourself. So, I live my life according to the Bible. Don't know who you live your life according to. May live your life according to yourself. Regardless, the Bible is the greatest success book ever written. You want to know how to be successful in anything? Turn to the Word, okay? So you have this just root of bitterness, this anger, this unforgiveness, and it's holding you back. So recently I decided to forgive a bunch of people who I had issues with forgiving. And let me tell you, a weight off my shoulders has been lifted. Like, for reals. It's just so important to just let go. And, some people people can do really awful things to us. I'm totally aware of that. But if you don't find it in you to forgive them, forgive yourself also, in case you need to forgive yourself. These are just vital, important things to really break free and move on. The last thing, which is another thing that I'm adding, is fear. Fear will hold you back until you die. Like, if you are so scared to break out of those, that stronghold, you're scared to talk to people. Your business is not going to grow unless you talk to people. I'm sorry. Unless people know your product or your services, you're going to stay where you are. You're going to stay broke without money, and you will live that life. Do you want fear to hold you back? You are capable of so many things. Maybe you don't believe in yourself, but I believe in you because you're freaking awesome. You can do so many things, but you have this fear, you have this unforgiveness, you have this disbelief in who you are and your capabilities. And let me tell you, if you have any disbelief in who you are, look to Jesus. Look to God. What does He think you are? Like, bring it to the word. If you have all these misconceptions, all this, all these lies that people have told you, look to Jesus. What is it that he says about you? He says you're his child. He loves you. He died on the cross for you. Hello, you're freaking awesome. Like, I don't know anyone who would die for me, except for Jesus. Jesus is awesome in that way, So when you have these issues, like I said, I don't know who you serve. I don't know who you believe in. Ain't my business. But, I'm going to be real right now. You have to look to the truth. What is the truth about you? Don't believe what you think is true about you, the lies that people have told you. You are worth so much. You have so much going for you. You need to focus on those things. And that's it. I talked about the law of focus the other day. Focus on those good things. What's stopping you is your unforgiveness, your disbelief, and your lack of conviction and your fear. Breakthrough of fear. You want to know how you can overcome fear? Action. I'll talk about this in a different video, but I'm just saying these are a few things that have really been holding you back. If you may not think that any of these things have anything to do with your life. You might be like, oh, I don't know what's holding me back, but those things aren't. Sorry, but they probably are. If you could just analyze yourself deep down inside, really focus on these concepts, and really just think about what is it that inside you needs to be healed in order to grow and to move on. Okay, so really think about these things. I hope I gave you some little tidbits. I'm still doing that 90-day challenge. On a roll. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night.